Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're just going to be doing I can't even say quick video because we're just going to be doing a video about how to play the game. The question I get, so I was doing some of my quests in Incarnum, was how do you play and what's next? So you can play this game without paying any money, or you can pay a few dollars a month and reveal a whole new world essentially if you've only been playing with a free-to-play account. So if you've made it all the way through Incarnum, you know there's quests. You talk to people with the exclamation point over them, and you start your quests. You can read through them if you want. This one is showing you how zaps work. Over here on the side, there is a little quest bar. Sometimes it might end up hidden. You click that, and right here you can click or unclick this if you're following a quest, and it pulls it up right on your minimap where you need to go. So we're headed over there to that next zap. These are transportation modules. As you collect them throughout the game, it will make leveling and moving throughout the game so much faster. And as I run through, you can see we're going through the fields. Now we're in the pastures. We are in a level 5 area, and we are at 1-4. So I'm going to show you a few keys. So if you're talking out loud in the game, hi, this chat is /s, hello. If you're looking to start a group or invite somebody to a group and you want to send a message, you do /w space, you send a message, and it comes up if they're online. If you want to invite them to your group, you can invite them to your group right there. Let me switch over and accept it. And once we join a group right here, we can start questing together. You can talk. So /s is in regular chat, /w is to a specific person, and then /p is group. So now that we're in a group over here, chat goes to the group there. Pause, I forgot to say, if you click on this chat menu, there is also private, team, general, guild, and it shows you the icons. And then if you have fights going on, private messages, you can right click this little tab. You can add a community chat, hide a community chat. This is how you turn and your chats on and off. Alright, back to the video. And you can see the information about the people in your group, the level, the omega level, their prospecting, initiative, and HP. So are they a good fit for your group? We have 2 Yops here. That's what we're going with. So we're following this quest, and this is who we need to talk to. The question mark, ask her, keep listening, pretend you understood, examine the zap nearby. The next part of the quest is examining, and then we updated that quest. If you look down here, it's updated. If you were to click on it, it pulls up your whole quests. So let's go through those real quick. When you have quests, there'll be different areas you can see. To get it over here on the side, you can follow it or unfollow it. Same right here, follow or unfollow. And you can complete your quest. As you complete quests in different areas, this game is huge. There's a lot to do. For your exploration, right now you're in Incarnum. These are all the different areas you're trying to discover. If you're looking for them, you can either run around right here, and you can see up in the top corner pasture, or you can open up your world map. So as I move my map around, up in the top right corner it switches fields, level 5. This is the Ways of Souls, level 1 right here. So you can find the next area you need. And as you're looking at the map, let's do something real quick. Let's go through it. Landmarks. If you set a specific spot or you have a quest you're following, it shows you under landmarks. You can right click the map and click place a flag. That's also a landmark. Transportation, you're going to see there's these things called zaps. They're going to be huge throughout the game. Dungeons, there is only one in this beginner's area. There is another whole world out there. This is the easiest dungeon in the game. You should try it. Markets. In Incarnum, there's only a resource market. I'm going to show you how to sell and buy other equipment if you're just beginning. There is a whole nother world. Workshops, if you're working on professions, you can toggle this on and off. Hunters, shoemakers, go over these, check them out. Class places, none in Incarnum. Miscellaneous, it shows you the library. What else did it pop up? Dungeons, or mines, I apologize. The militia, there's no houses here, no conquest territories, and there is no anomalies. So there's the map there. Get familiar with the map. You are going to use it your whole time playing this game. Grab your zaps. As soon as you enter a map with a zap on it, you will memorize the location of the zap. So we're up here. That is what it looks like. So say you've done the quest. There's a things called achievements, and you start doing the quests. In Incarnum, you can go to your achievements, which is this little button right here, and find Incarnum. And as you do quests, you will start getting, if you start getting achievement score, you'll start raising up in your achievement score, and you'll start releasing, getting free drops for doing the achievements. And these add up. You'll get XP for it, so as you do the quests or beat certain mobs, you can complete your achievements. And this goes for all areas in the game. This is something I really enjoy doing, is going for my achievements and my dungeons. The very first dungeon that we talked about, I said you should do, there are challenges. There's zombie first duo, and then idle score comes later if you're new to the game. So if you've been running around in Incarnum and you're saying, well, I have some stuff to sell, you can go to the resource market. And one to the left here, you'll see that we are at the resource market now. Look at all these new players still running around. So you talk to the resource market. I don't know if I can talk to her yet because I have... Oh, you click the resource market, you don't talk to the lady. I apologize. And this whole market comes up. You can, if you need certain items, you can buy certain items here. You can browse through all the items. This is huge. There's a bunch of things to buy. There's idols, which are what we talked about, give you a little bit more XP. I'll get into those in another video. But you can go over to sale, and these are all the things I've got from just from farming a little bit, and things do sell. It's a little cheap right now, but 10 we're gonna undercut by 1 only, otherwise the market starts dropping. We're gonna sell 10 for 14. Let's see what this one's selling at. So we have this right here, we're gonna put up for $17.49 for 10 of them, and hopefully we're gonna have a little bit of money coming in. And you can even sell in quantities of 1. Things do sell. Ore sells, bread sells, wheat cereal sells, your fish will sell. So I have a whole video about bank management and selling things in your bank before it starts adding up and how it makes you passive income. So check that one out. But say you have equipment. There was no spot on the map to buy new equipment. If you're brand new to the game, as you level up, this is a strategy-based MMO. You have attack points and move points, and you can only use them on your turn. So you want to use them wisely as you level up. You can reset and respec under your characteristics. If you want to be an agility IOP, and as you can highlight over almost anything in this game, or click this little question mark, and it will tell you about the different keys that you're in. Vitality increases your health points. Agility increases air damage, also dodge and lock. Chance increases water damage, prospecting as well. Strength increases earth, maximum capacity of your inventory. Intelligence increases fire and heals. And wisdom is the amount of experience you gain, so you really do want wisdom if you're leeching. And it allows you to steal and block attack and move points being taken from you. And as you level agility, all of your green spells get better. As you level chance, all of your blue spells get better. As you level intelligence, all of your red spells get better. And as you level earth, all of your strength, all of your earth spells, the brown ones, get stronger. So people ask, what spec or how are you going to change your yop? What are you going to make it? If I wanted to make this pressure hit harder, I would go into characteristics and I would put everything I got into strength, and you would see that affect how that pressure hits. If you're not happy with it, you come down to reset characteristics. Don't worry, back in the day you used to have to run dungeons and wait to get this done. They added this excellent feature. You reset right there, and then you can try your intelligence spells. If you're having a hard time in a dungeon as a low level, you can always try adding vitality, and you'll see your health go up. That'll give you a little bit more health. So you finished Incarnum. You think this is it. There is so much more. You head right up here to 4-3, and if I were to tell my group, I would go /p space. You can do %LOC%, and it adds a clickable landmark that I clicked, and it added it to my mini-map. So if you're in a group with friends, you can, and you want to tell them where you are, you can do %loc%, and it will do that for you. You can do %guild%, no guild. That's pretty funny that it says that. But those are two useful things to know. And if you're working on professions, your professions tab comes up right here. If you're just beginning, level your professions. Use the resources that you get to level your professions. You can sell your bread. It's a little bit less than the cereal, but the higher level professions you have, the quicker it is to make money. If I go over to my professions tab on my main, let's go to my farmer. I get 7 to 27 wheat. And on my new little guy, I am currently getting 1 to 7 wheat. So it starts adding up. So make your resources to get more XP as you level up. Don't sell your resources right off. If you need the money, definitely sell your resources. But you do want to use your resources to level up your professions. When you're leveling up your profession, before we move on, I'm going to show you these interaction keys. They're very useful. So if there's anybody fighting on the map, it'll be right there and you can watch their fight. To exit out of their spectate, you click the same button once you're spectating them. Z on your keyboard or clicking this button shows you the mobs on the map, and it shows you people you can talk to. If you hold Y or click this button, everything that you can click on the map, interactive items become clickable. So if you're gathering professions, you walk around and you click Y and you click on what you're gathering, you head over to it. And then lastly, if you click L, it shows you if you were to fight something on this map, how that map setup would be. So let's go to the next map real quick. If I were to start this fight, that's what the fight would be. I'm clicking L, I would start over here. Let's see if there's anything I can farm on this map. I click Y, I can go inside this house, it's interactive, or I can gather this right here. So Y is a very, very useful thing to use. I use Y and Z running around all the time. Z, I'll go to the next map. I'll see the names. If I'm farming anything, there's a mine here, which you might have not seen. There's a door you can go in. Let's go to the next map. Z, there's a couple people here. If I click Y, there's some stuff I can work on for my alchemist. or there's a door I can go inside. So Y, Z, L, knowing where you're going to start your next fight. Very useful. So you're finishing up Incarnum. What's next? You can still play this game for a little bit without paying for subscription. You head over to 4-3 and go to the portal to Astrub. Hesitate before leaving. You still have a lot to learn, but you want to decide to take off. I have the cutscene skipped just because I've been playing for a while. There is a nice little cutscene there telling you where you're going. Prizes come up. You can accept them. As you do these achievements, you will get these rewards through this system right here. We explored achievements, exploration, Astrub. We just discovered the city, so let's accept that right there. And we leveled up. There we go. We got 5 more health points, we have 5 more characteristic points, and we have 5 more pods. So let's make sure we distribute those. Strength, 1 for 1 currently. If you look at this little tab right here, you can level strength up to 100 for 1 point. 100 to 200 is 2 points. 200 to 300 is 3 points. More than 300 is 4 points. You'll learn about this as you play the game, but be cautious as you spend your points. To level better, if you have a nice set, use this wisdom. So you've made it to Astrub. Open up that world map again, and let's check it out. Look at that. There is way more to this game than you thought there was. We'll unclick everything real quick. So if you look, all these beginning Astrub areas are free to play. So there's monsters and things in each one of these areas to check out. So, teleportation. These are all the ones you talked about. As you play late game, you want to walk by these at some point. So if you're fighting things over here, you don't have to run to it every time. So as you walk around these maps, you'll get those. Look at all the dungeons. This late game stuff, you have to progress through Frigrost to make it up here. So some of these take hours of trying because you'll die in frustration, but there's a lot to this game. It's fun. Markets, here we go. So you were in Incarnum and you could only see a resource market. There's something called equipment market and consumables market. If you're making potions for your alchemist, you sell them at the consumables market. If you're making bread, you sell them at the consumable market. If you want to buy new equipment, which I recommend, if you make 5,000 or 6,000 commas, to check out the equipment market, because you can get really cheap equipment for 200 commas. So if you're grinding those low level quests, stop by Astrub. Even if you're going back to Incarnum, go to the equipment market real quick and check out a hat. We're only level 10. You can sort it by the level, you can sort it by the cheapest price, which is what we're going with. We want the cheapest price right now. And let's look for, we could get some more vitality, some more wisdom, which helps you level better. That's at level 8. Some more power, some crits. So there's equipment right here if you're trying to move on from Incarnum. You wonder how characters look cool? If you have a couple 1,000 commas, you can come to cosmetics right here. The ones you want to make yourself look cool, you want to go hats or cloaks, and you're going to want the cheapest ones again so you can wear some. If you're a low level, even with 5,000 commas, let's see what we can make my guy look like. For 99 commas, I can get that hat. You can get a so there is options. If you want to make your guy look cooler, 6 commas. Let's do that to make myself look a little bit cooler. And 690, I want that headgear too. And then you drag it and drop it. Oh yeah, way better. I'm still new on this account, but without spending too many commas, you can customize your character. Check that out. It's a really fun aspect of the game that they added for some cheap commas. And if you're... They don't have a bank in Incarnum. If you're overloading, if you're doing professions and running around and it's telling you you can't run any faster because you are overloaded on pods, you take your butt to the bank. You open up the mini map if you don't know what you're looking for. You have all these clicked to explore. We are looking for the bank. We could also go like this up in the top corner, type in bank. So result right there next to us. So we're gonna go one up. Right now we are in Astrub City, if you see in the top right. The other free to play dungeon is right here. This famous sunflower barn. You can come here if you need a more harder challenge, I guess you could say. It's a level 20 dungeon, so you might need a friend if you're lower level, but you can grind out these dungeons and then do the achievements for Astrub and Incarnum and play for a while. If we head to the bank real quick, I'll show you that. You can go inside if you're overloaded, or if you're running low on space, you want to drop off some stuff. Consult your... Oh, I don't know if I'm going to be high enough level. I'm not high enough level. Level 10. But you can stop by the bank and drop things off. Check out my bank management video that I have uploaded. Sell your resources if they're from drops and you're not using them for professions. Use your professions. I just stopped by here, so I memorized the new location of this app. To go back to Incarnum, I head back to the portal of Incarnum. Explore, run around, click Y. There's stuff to click on, stuff to read, things to fight that'll kick your butt. Head back into the Temple of 12. And then you click right back up here. Head back over to Incarnum, and you're right back. So there's a bunch of stuff to do in Incarnum. There's a bunch of stuff to do for free in Astrub. If you decide you like the game at this point, you start thinking about subscribing, which you can come up here and click this little arrow or this little star and subscribe, or you can buy it through the shop. Click subscription under the shop. You can click one of these packages, it'll bring you right there. Or if you have a bunch of money in game, you go to the I Want Ogrins, you buy however many it was for the subscription, 1100 for the first week. It would cost me 500,000 in games. I don't recommend doing this unless you have been playing a while. Save your money to have fun in game, but you can totally check out this game without spending money for a few weeks. Look for a new set. Use Z, Y, and L to your advantage. Learn zaps and explore the equipment and consumables market, because they don't have those in Incarnum. If you really wanted to make yourself level a little bit better, get yourself, we'll say this, if we wanted to go and level better at a lower level, I could buy this hat for 20 commas and it would be an upgrade for sure. And once I hit level 8, I would be able to put that on. My vitality would go up. If you're wondering how to change these over, you highlight this, you click disassociate. If I was level 8, I could put this hat on and I could associate it with the new item. Let me show you that anyways. Let's just buy a hat that I can wear. So there's a second hat we have for 10 commas. They're definitely affordable. We're gonna put it right on there. Don't like it on that one or need to change it, move it over here. Go like this, associate it to a new item, and your character looks just as cool again for 1,000 commas. Anything you need, try clicking. Oh, I just did the same thing twice. This little question mark and it will help you out. Explore your map. check out the achievements for different areas, and lastly, open up this encyclopedia. If you're running around, it'll tell you things in the area. If you want to explore items, equipment, you go, what can I afford? You click the equipment if it's working today. You can change it up to level 10 items. Boots, the cheapest price. You can kind of get an idea before you head over to the resource market what you're looking for there. This is also very useful when you're doing professions. I had somebody ask me the other day, Dofus maps wasn't updated. I'll post some links in the bottom of the video. Dofus maps and the wikia to use. They're very helpful. But they said they couldn't find trench fish. Something very useful. You open up this encyclopedia. You go fish. If you can sort by the name, the category, the level, the average price. We'll go for trench fish. Tench fish. Here he is right here. If you click harvest, this is so useful. If you don't know this, this is a beautiful thing to have. Guessing around the outskirts of this area, and you can do this for anything. Let's go for some. We need to find a specific egg for a quest. We are looking for the limestone dragon egg, recoverable from a monster. Where these monsters, it brought me up to it when I click that. If you click this, it'll show you the area, and I'm gonna make a full video about this. But if you're farming and new to this game, that is a useful tool to have, so you don't have to go to the internet. So I hope this video helped. The next video I'm gonna do is probably gonna be about spells. If you're new to playing, read through your spells. Like I said, this is a turn-based strategy game. It takes 3 attack points to use Divine Sword. I only have 6, so I can use this and another one. What can you combo? What works well together? And what does it do? If you're far across the map, you use this one twice as a yop. It gives you 10 damage, 10 damage. If you crit, it gives you 13 damage, 13 damage. And then if I were to use this pressure, I would get 13 extra damage, both hits. If I use my pressure, I give them 10% erosion, which means their top health goes down by 10% of my hits that I do to them. There's a lot to this game to learn, but there is more than just Incarnum. There's Astrub. Check out the famous Sunflower Dungeon, and then start thinking about pay to play. So I hope this helped for somebody. If it did, let me know in the comments. Subscribe, like. It helps as a small creator, so I appreciate it, and there will be more, so stop back in. Thanks, guys.